The wobble plate is attached to the wobble shaft. The wobble plate and shaft convert the circular motion of the armature into the back and forth motion needed to drive the blade shaft. Over time, the wobble plate can wear out on its end, where it attaches to the blade shaft. Replacing the wobble plate is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the shoe from the saw. Now remove the motor brushes. Now remove the boot. To make it easier to remove the boot, I'll tighten up the screws that secure the shoe. Now I can pull the boot away from the tool. Now remove the screws that secure the gearbox to the tool. Now remove the wobble shaft. I'll start by removing the cap at the front of the gearbox. That will expose the bolt. To remove the bolt from the end of the wobble shaft, I'll clamp the wobble shaft gear in my vise. I've installed a set of soft jaws so I don't damage the gear. And I'll use an impact driver and socket to remove the bolt. Now I'll use a socket and mallet to tap the wobble shaft out of the bearing. Now I'll remove the retaining ring from the end of the wobble shaft. And now I can remove the wobble plate from the wobble shaft. I'll place the wobble plate over the jaws on my vise, and I'll use a socket and mallet to remove the shaft from the bearings. Now I can install the new wobble plate. I'll place it onto the eccentric shaft, and again use a socket to tap it into place. And now I'll reinstall the retaining ring. Now I'll reinstall the bushing back into the bearing at the base of the housing. I'll use a socket with an extension and my rubber mallet to tap the bushing back into the bearing. I'll apply some new grease to the wobble plate and wobble shaft and then reinstall in the housing. Once I have the wobble shaft realigned with the bushing and bearing, I can reinstall the bolt. I won't tighten it completely yet. Now I'll torque the bolt to between 80 and 120 inch-pounds. And I'll replace the cap. And now I'll reinstall the gearbox. Now reinstall the boot. And I'll reinstall the brushes. And I'll finish up by reinstalling the shoe. I'll loosen the screws again. I'll slide the shoe back into the housing and tighten up the screws. And now you know how to replace the wobble plate on your recip saw. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up.
And leave a comment.